It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Dukes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 20.
There he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground. He's got it again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Up to 45 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, BYU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Snagged out of the air. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Knight. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how...
He's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Caught over the middle. It's James. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Dukes heading quickly to the line. Using his feet. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, James Madison.
And the offense is so lucky. That easily could have been a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it. And the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. He now has 84 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Gives it on the option. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. BYU right back to the line.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were...
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. They stop him almost immediately short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's James. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And after that long completion for their 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. There's the pressure. Still looking on the move. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Moore to the air. Swings it out to his running back. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating at the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. Caught near the sideline. It's Phillips. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, you've given up this drive, and they've come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards. Oh, they blocked the kick. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Breaks into the open. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dukes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quarterback now breaking the field. Boston defense is wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can... First, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Dukes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick release on the RPO. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, James Madison! And that one will give him the lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. BYU lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's James. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the right. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The short hands, it's Phillips. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that Smurf turf, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing, but...
And he loses the football on the return. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To the air on first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Got a man, it's Collins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. They want to run this quarterback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the...
Lets it fly. Makes the catch at the 20. Going for the goal line. And the Dukes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give on the option. And referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. They'll leave it with him. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Trucks through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He got one blocked earlier in the game, but this time he can win the game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Working on the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.